What's going on, everybody? I hope you're doing well. Today I'm going to discuss an article that may change and improve the way that you recover between rounds. Let's get started. So the article I'm talking about today is this one right here, and it's the effects of two different recovery postures during high intensity interval training. So this study took 22 female college soccer players and put them through a high intensity interval training protocol. So they had the athletes go for 4 rounds of 4 minutes on a treadmill at 90 to 95% of their heart rate max. And then they got to recover for 3 minutes between each interval. And some of the athletes recovered with their hands on their head posture, which we usually all of us do or been told to do throughout the years, versus the hands on the knees posture. And so this study assess the first minute of recovery, so basically how much their heart rate dropped in that first minute. And the results are gonna probably surprise you a little bit. So why did they choose heart rate recovery? Well, according to some of the research, heart rate recovery has been suggested as a valuable tool in monitoring an athlete's status and their response to training stimulus. So basically, the better your heart rate recovery, the more energy, the better recovered you are, the better performance, honestly. You're not gonna be as fatigued on the mats. Research also shows if you have a delayed heart rate recovery, so if it takes you longer to recover, you're gonna be more likely to get fatigued and you're gonna have a worse performance on whatever activity you're doing. So heart rate recovery is a great tool to use for, your performance on the mats and how, honestly, fit you are. So the heart rate dropped by an average of 53 beats per minute in that first minute with the hands on the knees posture versus 31 beats per minute versus the hands on the head posture. So the recovery was a lot faster. The heart rate recovery was 22 beats per minute better. So the study basically suggests that, obviously you're more efficient, you recover by more beats per minute with the hands on the knees posture, and also by those 22 beats per minute is statistically significant, meaning it is impactful in how you recover and your energy level between, high intensity interval training. Let's talk a little bit about why that may be. So there's some of the research shows that when you do the hands on the head position, right? When you're standing here, your back is kind of extended a little bit. What that suggests is that the posterior aspect, the back aspect of your lungs here can't expand as much. It can't get as big, so you can't take in as much oxygen and you can't oxygenate your body. So you're not as efficient, you're not getting as big of breaths, so you can't get the amount of oxygen as quickly into your body, which again affects your recovery. And the hands on the knees show that your trunk is kind of in a flex, you're kind of almost bent over. That puts those, allows those lungs to expand more freely with less resistance. Now the other thing to think about is the hands on the knees position actually takes some stress off of your intercostals, some of these muscles around your ribs. So those muscles can actually help on expanding the lungs. So what that will do is that allows those muscles to work more freely, more efficiently in allowing those lungs to expand, and it takes some tension off of those intercostal muscles to keep you upright, keep your posture up. So those are some things that it's suggested why you're gonna recover faster. If you've been a part of any athletic endeavor, any sport or team, most of the time the coach is gonna yell at you, get your hands on your head, stand up tall. And they don't want you to appear fatigued or tired. They want you to appear like you're, that you're ready to go for the next round. But also, it was thought of that this helps expand your lungs, which we're finding out is not exactly true. So one thing to think about is the mental aspect of this. So if you are training, you just got done with rolling with your partner, you see your next partner or opponent, and you see them with their hands on their knees, that might give you the sense in your mind, I would think they're fatigued, they're tired. If I push them, I've got the mental edge. If I push them, I can probably wear them out and take control of the match and win. So again, speaking to some elite level athletes in the past, for example, having JT Torres on an episode of the Jiu-Jitsu podcast, who is a multi-time ADCC champion, one of the best to ever do it in Jiu-Jitsu. And he really spoke about the importance of mental toughness. And the thing that separates, those elite, the best in the world, is the mental aspect. So if that's something that you take into account, you may not want to show your opponent that you being having your hands on your knees, because they may feel like you're fatigued and you're tired. That may give them the mental edge. So guys, there are a few problems with the study. The main one for me is the small sample size. which is the small number of participants. Again, you need more participants, that way you can account for errors or abnormalities more easily. It's not gonna have as much impact on the study. It also needs to be replicated. It needs to be done numerous times, different environments, maybe even different athletes, to see how they respond to those changes. So that's it, guys. I'll link the article down below. Let me know what you think and what you're gonna use to recover on the mats better. See you guys.